So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all this evening. My goodness, we got a lot of great people already out there in the side chat. And hang on. You got Moondog back here. I misspelled something on my banner. Hey, you're not true hillbilly unless you misspelled something. Oh man. So anyway, good to see y'all here today. Oh my goodness. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. And we got a lot of great people out there in the side chat saying howdy and stuff like that. Good to see each and every one of you. Yeah, Denny, I did get a haircut. It's getting hot out there. Starting to warm up, so I mean, gotta get my annual haircut. But we got some awesome folks back there in the green room. And so anyway, I want to bring them on out here so we can say howdy to them. First up, we got Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. I've had a hard day today doing some small engine repair for some friends and the gun club and myself, and I've been at it today and got one video made in the process. Had a good night last night on Let's Talk Bench Rest. That was our 4th episode. Had a good turnout, and looking forward to Guns, Beer, and Therapy here tonight. Looking for the interactions in the side chat.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, man, I seen Lead Fever out there said he had turned his air conditioner on. And, I actually turned ours on today for a little bit. I turned it on like a week ago, I think, there was a day or two we turned it on for just a little bit because it did warm up really quick there for a few days. And so I'm like, I'm just going to be comfortable. If I'm cold, I'll turn the heat on. If I'm hot, I'll turn the air conditioner on. But anyway, good to have you here today, Chad. My goodness. Yeah, I was talking to you earlier. You've been busy. You're going to have to hopefully get a break when you go back to work. Rest up a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, we had Mike out there says I turned the heat back on yesterday. And so we got AC and heat going on all around the country. Yeah, Denny, he's in Texas. And we've been running AC for a few weeks. West Texas is hot. I bet. My goodness. Well, good to have you here, buddy. And up next, we have Hasbro. How you doing, bud?
Hey, guys. Good to be with you all. Good to see the side chat already rolling. And been a difficult day. And as I said earlier, I'm glad to be here. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
All right. Good to have you here, buddy. Good to have you. And up next, we have JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Oh, I'm doing better than I deserve, brother. But I'm having a little bit of a tough time. I don't know if y'all can see how puffed up my eyes are, but I went out and cut grass today.
Oh.
I didn't do any weed eating. I got back in. I felt like, you know how you feel like you get sand in your eyes sometimes? That's the way I'm feeling right now. And come to find out, we've got the highest pollen count ever recorded.
Oh, man.
Ever today. And
wow.
Hasbro, you know what it's like in Georgia. You've been down here a little bit. And,
yes, sir.
I'm assuming there ain't a whole lot of difference in Kentucky and Missouri, but man, dang. I didn't realize it was that bad till I got in and got done, and I'm thinking, well, we need to go out there and get that weed eating done. And I'm like, no, it was so bad that I had to
Done.
wash off my truck before I could haul garbage off to the dump. I mean, I couldn't
Oh
see
wow.
out the windshield.
Yep.
Then when I got back, I had to do it again. So, y'all, pardon my appearance tonight, but thank you for having me so much.
You trying to say it's not makeup, Jamie? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just trying to tell y'all I'm not drunk or jumping rope or any of that crap. But I had no idea that today was the highest recorded ever pollen count. That's crazy.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rough. You got allergies, you most usually try to keep track a little bit of that. I mean, man, and wearing safety glasses or, whatever you can going out. And I just thought maybe you'd made your wife mad and she'd hit you between the eyes.
Smacked him around.
That opens the door to so many things I could say right now. But I love you, brother, and I ain't going to. But
well, the good old allergy relief eye drops are worth their weight in gold, man.
well, I might have to go to the Wally World and see if I can figure that out tomorrow.
You betcha. Well, thanks for being here, Jamie.
Well, thanks for having me.
Next, we got everybody's favorite gizzard, Mr. Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Not too darn bad. Thanks for having me.
My goodness. Good to have you here, buddy. Always happy to have you. And talking about air conditioning, Calvin says snow from yesterday is still melting.
I've had my AC on for 2 or 3 days now. I finally gave up. It's like, it's too hot. Don't want to do
it. You betcha. Yeah, the garage guy, he sent me a message earlier that he wasn't going to be able to make it tonight. Good to see him out there as well as everybody else. And so up next, we got Moondog. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, much better, and I can totally relate to Jamie there. My hay fever is pretty bad, usually, and this week I had what I thought originally was just really bad allergies because my eyes were feeling like you were describing, like sandpaper. Turns out I got pink eye on my right eye last Sunday, and then on Wednesday I got it on my left eye. So I'm just recovering from all of that. It's just waking up with one eye all sealed up in the morning is not fun, and plus it does feel like sandpaper on the inside of my eyelid. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, though it's still looking pretty bleary-eyed.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, when you have allergies, pretty much every morning almost, I wake up with sleep in my eyes, and it's like rough when you gotta like take your fingers and pull your eyes apart in the morning.
Been there, yeah. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to have both eyes open.
No doubt about that. Oh man. Yeah, we got hopefully a great show for y'all. And make sure you're hashtag and out there. It is hashtag HBN123. And yeah, 123 shows so far. My goodness. I didn't know if we get past the first one to start out with. To be honest with you, I think I did the first 2 minutes of it muted. And so anyway. Oh man. So yeah, good to see everybody out there. We got Calvin out there. Hello from the 51st state.
Where is that?
Super chat.
What is that? Puerto
Awesome.
Rico or Guam?
Canada.
Canada. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
Or Greenland.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Greenland's been in the news, no doubt about that. Yeah. Calvin says Canada, that's snow pesos.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be shouting y'all out here on the side chat. Some new faces out there and then some familiar ones. And so we thank each and every one of you. We're gonna go ahead and go through probably the first topic, and then we'll have you guys type something in and we'll give you all a shout out here on the internets, because we appreciate each and every one of you being here. Yeah, he says it's a little warmer there in Canada than it is in Greenland, so that's good. Oh my goodness. So I got a few topics for tonight, and I know like some of you might not care about this, some of you might, but actually I wore a Demolition shirt tonight and a Demolition Ranch hat. And if you didn't know, today was the last video for Demo Ranch. And the reason I brought that up is like us being in the 2A community, I've heard comments, and I understand. There's, some people like him. Some people think he's okay, Matt Carricker. Some people, just don't like him at all. And I understand that. We're all humans and, we all have our own opinions of everybody. But kind of like what I thought was kind of cool the reason I wanted to bring that up was because maybe like some people say, well, he had a great platform, but he may have not done much for the the 2A 2A stuff or whatever. And all that can be debated, no doubt about that. First up here real quick though, I want to thank Garage Guy. He just gifted 5 memberships, and those went to Country Rimfire Plus, Keith Gregory, Krabby Turtle, Kroger, and Pick. Welcome as a member. Appreciate that, Garage Guy, and very much. But yeah, Tim, you said it right here. He's been around for 18 years, and the reason I kind of wanted to bring this up tonight is I put on there, kind of like, what's your thoughts? And what I was kind of meaning of maybe if you think like he did something, kind of towards the 2A community, maybe helping it, or maybe not, if that's your own opinion. But also you got somebody that is actually the biggest gun tuber, in the world. And, and he's going to, hang it up. And, from what he says on the deal that, he just wants to spend time with his kids before they all move out of the house, And so, hey, Brooke, how you doing? And, anyway, also got Foxtrot out there. Anyway, I just kind of want your guys' opinions on it, and we'll just go through the room, and if you don't have an opinion, that's fine too, and also you guys out there in the side chat, and then I'll give my opinion here at the end. So Moondog, we'll just start down with you and go around the room, buddy.
Oh, I guess you're starting with me just because I was the least aware of that situation. But I've been a longtime fan of his channel. And I don't fault him for that. You're being a father of two kids who are one's a teen, she's 16 now, and the other is a preteen. He's soon to be he's 12 now. I totally get that. And being a YouTuber, at least putting up content on a regular basis, is a huge time commitment. It's a huge time suck. Yes, depending on, especially on how frequently you post content up. So yeah, you are spending a lot of time, away from your kids and or doing something. And I totally get that. And I don't know if he still carries on his veterinary business, which, as far as I recall, he's a trained, and his day job was being a veterinarian, and that's a full-time job right there, and kids and a YouTube channel. So I don't fault him. I just wonder why he and a lot of other YouTubers don't spin off their channel and have somebody else. Why shut it down entirely? Not only because I don't know if that means it's totally shutting down, or it's just not posting up new content, because there's a lot of old content up there that's still entertaining. As far as his contribution to the 2i community, I believe I was seeing in the side chat there that I think it was Denny's plant-based. Yeah, Journey was saying his contribution, it was exercising his own 2a rights and just posting up fun, irreverent, and you could argue somewhat some of his videos were presented to gun users in somewhat less than responsible use of their firearms.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's the reason why we watch it. He's like, he's willing to blow up stuff that we wish we could, if we had the space and the time to do it. I'm one of my favorite videos was his video, destroying High Point, or trying to. And it's like all of us would have wanted to try that. Or when he tried to shoot different calibers in his, I think it was his Glock or a High Point, where he'd put in like a 30-06 cartridge and try to shoot it out of the barrel. It's like, I'm sure we've all thought about that at some point. So yeah, it'll be missed, but I kind of wish we would keep the channel and just let somebody else sort of take over or do something with it, much in the same way of some other YouTubers who've sort of retired, but still have their content up. That's my hot take on it.
And awesome, good stuff. And as far as I know, like his channel won't shut down. He's just not going to post any content.
Oh, okay.
And when his kid, and he never, I mean, he kind of talked like he probably won't be back on YouTube, but he didn't completely shut the door on that. Well, maybe once the kids get out of school, and move out, that he might come back. I mean, he never really made it clear one way or the other, so I think he kind of left that door open a little bit. But
hey, Hillbilly, there is one major news announcement about that, and I don't think you guys know that. He called me personally and told me to take over for him. So y'all watch my videos, and we'll get it going.
Moving over to Hasbro's channel.
Yeah. All right.
However a million subscribers, just come on over.
Oh my goodness. So how about you, Gary? And I did see one comment out there that I really don't know if it's true though, that Bunker Branding went bellies up because the Sanders of his main guy there, Clint, him and his wife started a vlog, and like he just did a video the other day, and they're busy as always, at Bunker Branding. So
he still had links on his last video.
Huh?
Still had links on his last video.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. But there was a time when I watched it a lot. I haven't so much, just because it kind of got repetitive and I kind of quote unquote outgrew it. But there was a time when I watched a lot of that kind of stuff, and from what he did to promote the community, I think just for bringing a lot of people into the firearms community that may otherwise not have even been interested in firearms. He probably did that. I mean, with all those subscribers, probably so. Did he do much, if anything, to promote the Second Amendment per se? No, don't believe he did. But that's true of a lot of the bigger gun tubers. Hickok could be pretty much said the same thing. But it was entertaining. It was generally lighthearted. It was fun, especially when his family got involved there for a while. It was pretty wholesome and stuff like that. He's obviously a good guy. He might be a little bit too much of a, an excitable boy sometimes in the things he does, but I think that was probably a lot of the attraction of the channel to people, is like he would do things that other people just would think of doing. He would actually do it. The people would live vicariously through the things he would do. So that being said, I wish him well. I understand a lot of the reason, the issues, why he wants to do it. He's been doing this 14 years, guys. He's, way longer than I have, twice as long. So he's been out there.
And you're retired, Gary. So
I'm retired, so he should retire too. But no, he's got kids to raise. I'm sure he'll find plenty of stuff to do. I'm sure his wife will keep him busy and stuff like that. I know wives. So, and he could always, I don't think he'll ever be hurting for money. Surely not, with all the income he's had over the years. And he's always got the veterinary practice fall back on if you should decide to get back into that, or any other kind of promotions that he would want to do. And that YouTube channel is going to continue to bring in money. Don't forget that. There's going to be views on those videos, and he'll get YouTube money for quite a while. So he'll be fine. I wish him well. That's all I got to say.
All righty. Yeah, it's kind of like a runaway train there. I mean, those views are going to still keep coming in for quite a while, I would think. So, how about you, Jamie?
I don't blame anybody for wanting to spend time for their family. I'll put it like that. But I'm not subscribed to his channel. I've seen a few of his videos. Forgive me. I don't mean to sound judgmental, but
yeah,
for somebody that's serious about what I do on my channel, and I know it's hard for y'all to tell that, but I found it silly, and and that's okay, man. That's I agree with what Moondog and Gizzard said. I'm a safety guy first. I try to go out of my way to make sure everything's safe, and that I think that needs to be our top priority when we're at the range and stuff like that. And he promoted to me the opposite of that, and of course that's what made him popular. That's what's made him all that money, and that's okay. It's just not my cup of tea. But
yeah,
and I believe he's Hickok's nephew, right?
No,
that's not true.
No, they're not related.
I've heard them say that, but
I
don't.
I think it's a running joke, but as far as I know, they're not related.
Well, see, that's how much I pay attention. Country Rimfire, we're talking about Demolition Ranch, but safety first, because if there's an incident at the range, it's life changing. And,
yeah, definitely.
So that's where I'm at with all that. And I don't mean to be a party pooper or anything like that. You know, I like Tannerite. I ain't going to sit there and say I don't. That's fun stuff. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for letting me say that. And
Hey, you betcha.
I hope I didn't throw a wet blanket on the fire there. But
Oh, absolutely not, because
No.
I know, there's different people, that has different, thoughts about it, and I just, I thought, the reason I thought it'd be a good topic, for one, basically today was his last demo wrench video, and I know people has different stuff to say about it. So I mean, hey, that's we're all different, So now you're totally fine, buddy. I'm not like, trying to push just to hear good things on it. That's why I want to know what everybody thinks about it and if anybody has something to add or say to it. So good stuff, buddy. How about you, Hasbro?
Well, I wish him the best. It's truly a thing to spend with his family. You can't fault a man for that because between his veterinary business and his Bunker Hill branding and then the YouTube channel, I mean, the YouTube channel alone is a crazy amount of time. So I get it. Best wishes for him and his family. I just wonder if some of it isn't related to all the T-shirt stuff last year. It was last year with the shooter that was wearing his T-shirt. Because then people started to come after him and his family, or some other kid wearing a Demolition Ranch T-shirt. That you could tell in some of the videos that was a problem for him, and I just wonder how much that had to do with his decision. But I can't imagine he walks away totally from it, or I can't imagine some of his other buddies won't have him in as guest appearances too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And by the way, Matt, you're welcome on my channel anytime you want. Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, and I didn't, I knew the whole deal about the T-shirt thing, the one person, and I thought he handled it really well. Basically made one statement about it, and didn't talk to any reporters or anything like that to let him try to twist his words. So I think as a, a 2A person, I think he did the right thing. I mean, what else can a person do, and so, but anyway, yeah, good stuff. So how about you, Chad?
Well, I don't know his real situation. I mean, that's not for me to know. And if he is truly leaving to be with his family, I I can understand that. I never did consider him a 2A channel. I have watched him quite a bit. I considered him an entertainer, uh, and he pushed the envelope. And he had some unsafe practices. We all have seen that. Just like other YouTubers that race cars, they push the envelope. They do some stupid stuff, but that's what gets them views. And sometimes you can take that too far. And he was an entertainer. I mean, and he was successful at what he done. So, I mean, if it's his choice to retire out and take a break, then that's his prerogative, and I understand it. But I, I watched him a lot when I first started YouTube, um, but I I never considered him to be one of my gun channels. So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff, man. There's a lot of great stuff out there in the side chat too. I see, when you watch his channel, you definitely see the unsafe practices. And, I agree with you guys. That channel was, more of an entertainment channel. But then again, on the other part of me is, we all know how hard it is to, grow a gun channel. And, he was able to elevate it even above, people like Hickok and stuff that had started way before him, And so, yeah, I just wonder how many people, maybe that brought into the 2A community, or at least, more aware of, the 2A community or something like that. I'm not for sure. And, but, those numbers, was way up there. And so, I basically, if it wasn't for his video, actually, if it wasn't for, I'd watch, the only thing I knew about YouTube was, if you wanted to work on your refrigerator or washing machine or something, and you needed a part, or, you wanted to kind of troubleshoot what it might be, you Googled it, a YouTube video would show up. And if it was a good YouTube video, they could at least, hopefully you could find out what the problem was, and maybe they had the part number down below, where you could order the part for it. So all my life, that's all YouTube was for me. And I was too busy working, to watch videos and all that stuff. And when COVID was hitting there, we all got a lot of free time, and pretty much the only gun tuber I even knew about was Hickok 45. Because if I was thinking about buying a firearm, I type it into Google. Well, sure enough, Hickok 45, more than likely had done a review on that, right? And so, I watched a few Hickok videos, but only when I was looking for a certain gun. I didn't watch it, watch them all the time or nothing like that. And I was watching it one day, and Matt was on there, and I watched the video, and I kind of found it, kind of a little more interesting than most of Hickok's, videos were. And I'm like, that's cool, and then, they said to just, to go over and check out Matt's channel. And so I went down and clicked on that, took me over there. And then the very first video I watched was the first time that Kentucky Ballistic had visited Matt there on Demo Ranch. I watched that video, and I'm laughing my butt off. I'm having a good time. And I'm like, I had no idea there was actually entertainment on YouTube. I never watched any YouTube video. I didn't know there was even entertainment at all on YouTube. And so through that revenue, opened up my eyes to knowing that there's other gun creators out there and stuff like that. I had no idea that even existed. So, and from my point of view, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here right now on YouTube. I wouldn't know any of you guys. And I wonder how many other people got brought in kind of the same way, into YouTube or into the gun community, And so, that's one thing, I'll admit to, now, did I watch, once I got watching him and going back and watching some videos, I found out he had an alternate channel called Off the Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more of a blog style channel. No guns in it, no firearms. And so I got watching that, and actually for quite a while now, that was the channel I actually watched. I didn't watch much of Demolition Ranch unless I just, seen the thumbnail pop up and, a certain rifle or something, I thought may be interesting. But yeah, I ended up watching his B channel basically most all the time. And so for me, and one thing I have noticed about him is, well, I've seen him on other creators' channels or a podcast that maybe he was on or whatever, or other creators that knew him and talked about him. They said that like he was, a same person, that you see on camera as you see off. And, his YouTube, even though he was a big YouTube, starting to get a big YouTube creator, he pretty much kept it Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Family time was a very important time for him, was spending time with his family. He's able to separate that. So, I cheers to that. I think that that's good for any, YouTuber, definitely. And so what's going on here? Okay. But anyway, but yeah, and it did bring entertainment. I wouldn't for one to sit down and watch, to be honest with you, like people shooting groups and measure them out. To me, at the time, that was not entertainment. I mean, I didn't, I thought it was kind of cool, but that wasn't what I was like sitting down and watching, and so it just brought a whole nother perspective, to me and maybe others. But anyway, let's call out the side chat. We got an awesome set of people out there on the side chat, guys and gals, and we appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And so let's type. What should we type in the side chat? And Jamie, would you mind calling everybody out, shouting their names out on the YouTubes?
Be glad to. See, I'm the guy that does that. I do hand loads, shoot them, then measure out the groups. That's anyway. What do y'all want to type in? Hasbro says demo. We'll go with that.
Alrighty.
So obviously he's first in. So and he's on the panel as well. So good to see Hasbro. Jacob S. Denny's plant-based journey, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies is on the panel as well. Foxtrot 69. We'll get to that question in a minute or two. M. Gabriel is out there. Good to see you, buddy. Tim Mooney. Moondog Reviews is on the panel as well. Ronald Eastman, Garage Guy 879, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy. Gizzard Gary is also on the panel. Foxtrot 69 again. My buddy Tim S is out there. Kentucky Country Rimfire Plus. I do that every time. Y'all will fire me. Sorry. Buku YT is out there. Ryan 2A Matters and Ronald Eastman. R4 Mississippi Thunder is out there. There's Jason Mahoy. Email. Okay. But I guess that gets us up to date. But yeah, Foxtrot asked, what do y'all think of the new Taurus GX2?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, Firearms and Fellowship is out there as well. Mr. Bob is out there. And I think we're up to date. Nope, there's the wizard. What's up?
Hey. All right. I really don't have an opinion on the Taurus GX2 myself personally. Does anybody else?
I haven't shot it.
I had the GX4. It was okay, but I've never had the 2. That's a new one, isn't it?
I'm not for sure. And There's Tommy Boy jumping in late. Bama Dad has a thumbs down. I don't know if that's for the GX2 or what there. And also we have Mark Thomas just jump on. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You all right tonight, Mark?
Yep. Sorry, a little echo. I had the phone on there
Awesome.
while I was getting in. Sorry, I'm late. We had a real nice evening tonight. My son was playing in the pit orchestra for the musical at high school.
Ah,
They did Mary Poppins, and boy, they did a great job. Kids were awesome.
Awesome. Now, Jamie, Bama Dad said you missed him out there.
Well, I certainly am sorry.
Oh, man.
So anyway, Bama Dad's out there. Thank you more for joining us. There he is.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he was right under Hasbro comment responding to Country Rimfire.
He beat me on the demo.
So yeah, my apologies, Bama Dad. And the last one we had was the Wizard. I guess we're up to date.
Yeah, I believe we are.
I never claimed to be perfect.
Well, and again, real quick, let everybody know, going across the banner at the bottom right now, you get your hashtag in HBN123. That will get you entered in tonight's giveaway. So make sure you get that in if you can. And so Mark,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, buddy.
I looked it up, looked up the Taurus GX2. I would share the picture, except for it's got the price on it. That'll probably get us in trouble.
yeah.
But it looks a lot like the other Taurus. I can't remember the name of it. You know, a lot of people give Taurus a bad name and stuff like that. They run them down pretty bad. I think when you're doing something like that, we need to be careful because, you know, a lot of guys, like Bama Dad says, he's never had a good experience with the Taurus, experiences with Taurus. I've never had bad experiences with Taurus. I've only owned one or two of them, and they seemed like good guns. I mean, I never had any problems with the ones that I've had. I don't know what the difference is between the G3Cs and the GX2. It looks like, if anything, it may be a little bit of a larger gun. I just
Capacities. So I wouldn't say I'm a Taurus fanboy, but I have a G2C in my gun safe that I've had for years. When I first got it, I hated it. It was snappy. But I hand loaded a load for it and got it lighter, took the snap out of it, and I used to carry it in my truck as a truck gun. And I shot a rattlesnake's head off at 15 yards in the right of way.
Hey,
So
that'll work.
Yeah, but did you eat the rattlesnake?
no, I'm not eating no snake.
Believe it or not, it's pretty good. It's a white meat.
They're called nope ropes for me.
Well, I only got one Taurus, actually. It's a revolver. It's a good shooting gun. We've never had any trouble with it. Matter of fact, you know, my wife's carried it, you know, for quite a long time. Now, I know Gary has some Tauruses that he's had great luck with, garage guy. You know, I know there's people out there that's had great luck with Tauruses. And I just feel like I don't have really much of a comment on it because I've only owned one, and it's a revolver. And so
I'm going to go ahead and classify myself as a fanboy. I've had several. I still have a few. One of my first good centerfire guns 20 plus years ago was a Taurus PT 111 Millennium 9mm. And I carried that for a lot of years. When they had their voluntary recall on it, I went ahead and sent it in, and they sent me a G2C, and I liked it. I ended up buying 2 more when the sales were really good. I collected a bunch of magazines and ended up trading those in on other things, later on. The Taurus that I think that I have left is that little 327, little snubby revolver. I carried that all summer, and that's been a great gun for me. I've had no problems with it. I know other people have had some. I have a Taurus, I think it's an 856, the 357 38 special. It came as the Toro edition. I put the red dot on it. I think it's a Crimson Trace, and that thing's been great. I don't like shooting the 357 in it because I get a lot of blowback and just not fine. Rather do 38 special. And I had one of those GX4s. Got nervous about the recall on that one. I ended up trading that on something else that I wanted. But yeah, they've been good guns for me. I get no complaints.
What was the recall about?
I think it was another drop safe kind of thing.
yeah. Now, Gary, you got was it the 22 Taurus pistol? And
I
I've
got
heard,
lots of Taurus pistols.
yeah, but I think that 22. I think I've heard Pat and a few other people say like you took it to Thunder on the Prairie and they shot it and they absolutely loved it.
Oh, the TX22, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't heard too many people complain about that one.
Yeah, I've got one of those too, and that thing's been great. We put a lot of rounds through that. Seth loves it.
Well, the nice thing about them is grip-wise, it's about the same as a full-size pistol, so.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus has fell into I don't know if fell into is the proper word, but through history, they've been able to acquire legal permissions or drawings or blueprints, whatever you want to call it, of some pretty cool guns. They were able to get pretty much Smith & Wesson's catalog, and their revolvers are pretty much Smith & Wesson clones. And I think a lot of it's got to do with the military in Brazil, is the way my mind works anyway. Some of you guys, particularly Tommy Boy, that knows a lot about the history of military firearms, but they had the Beretta 92, and Taurus started making that. It's like they build these plants down there, and then when the government contracts up, they go back home, and Taurus comes and buys the factory and all of that stuff. So that's just how my mind works.
It was about 2 years back. Taurus had a big display up at the Great American Outdoor Show up here in Harrisburg. And I chatted with one of the reps for probably a good almost half hour. And it was interesting. I learned a few things. I was kind of chewing his ear. They used to make some of the, since they took over Heritage, they used to make some of the higher caliber Heritage revolvers. They made a 357. they made a 327, and I was biting on them about that. I made a pickup at a show a couple years back, a 32 H&R Magnum Heritage Rough Rider. It's a lot of fun to shoot, and I was trying to get him to, put something up there to bring that thing back. What a great little gun! What a great little caliber!
I have a Heritage single action Army clone in 38 357 Magnum.
Oh yeah,
that's nice. And Heritage Taurus has got they're starting to make some single action Army clones that look really nice. So the Deputy, is that what they call it? I think so.
Might be something like that. I have an old German 22 single action that was called the Deputy, LA Deputy.
Cool.
Yeah, the Taurus Deputy.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
It comes in 45 Colt and a 5.5 and a 4 3/4 inch, and in 357, also in the same length barrels. And I could probably share this because it doesn't have prices on there. If y'all want to see it. You want to see it?
Yeah, you betcha. Okay, there it is.
Oh yeah.
I ain't crazy about. I like wooden grips. I like wood grips. Not Minnesota Shooting Sports, but
Yeah, buddy.
I think those are probably more authentic to the Colt single action Army. That
Oh yeah, looks like an Army.
plastic rubber stuff. But you can see they look very similar to the real Colts. And from the picture, what can you tell about I have seen one in a gun store, and the bluing is really nice. I mean, it's not Smith & Wesson Colt nice, but it's right there at it. Okay.
Yeah, those look pretty nice though.
I haven't got into 45 Colt, so that's one I'm kind of interested in.
You'll like it.
Now, there was the Taurus tracker at one time that I actually wanted. I just never did get it. It was it shot 357, of course, 38 special, one cylinder, and then you could change that cylinder out to a 9mm, and it came with moon clips, and you shoot 9mm through it. And that's kind of a gun I wanted for a long time, and I just never actually found one that I could pick it up and handle it and, make my decision. But then, oh man, thank you, Jackie Rimfire and Hobbies. He did a super chat for $9.99. Appreciate that, brother. Really appreciate that.
Look, guys. Foxtrot 69 says he has a 6-inch Rough Rider 22 WMR. That's my backpack gun for snakes. Look, if I'm out in the woods and I run up on a snake, I want a shotgun. I'm I'm sorry. I mean, maybe you guys shoot better than me.
Oh, that's what the rat loads are for, right?
No, I don't trust those either. Yeah.
Fluffy's got a comment back there a little bit that he's got one of those 41 mag Taurus revolvers. I would love to get one of those. Macman got one a couple years back, maybe a year or two, and that's what got me on the 41 mag kick. I haven't got one yet, but I brought one home today. Contender 41 mag. So there will be videos coming.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Bama says, if I run up on a snake in the woods, I want to roll of toilet paper. No doubt about that, buddy.
There's Bubba.
Hey, Bubby,
Howdy, Bubba.
buddy. How you doing, Bubba?
Hey, Bubba.
Yeah, I do have a snake shot for 9mm and a couple other different calibers, and so
Yeah, that's the thing. Fluffy says, no kill snake. Yeah, you can usually get away from a snake fairly easy. You don't have to kill them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like Alabama's getting beat. Duke has them 80-63 with a minute 50 left in the game.
Oh,
80 to
Yeah.
63. Ooh, that'd be a rough comeback. But I'm a Bama. Give me a shovel or a walking stick. Yeah. Around here in the mountains, you see anybody running across the road, across the yard with a shovel. You know what they're doing. Jump out and say, "You got an extra shovel?"
or a hoe.
Yeah, hoe, you betcha. Yeah, the rakes are tricky, man. They'll crawl between the teeth on the rake. So, oh my goodness. So, see what else we got up here for a topic. So I thought this might be something else we might talk about tonight. I'm going to bring this up on the banner. And this, it kind of has to do with our 2A community and stuff like that. And so what I got here on the banner is, a lot of the 2A videos do get suppressed a lot of the times. And, once you're monetized and stuff, you can see how they're, probably one of the very lowest paid as far as, like click, video watches and all that stuff. Would it be worth starting another channel with, some different content other than the 2A? And even, like the big YouTubers, like we was talking about, Matt earlier, Demo Ranch, he said that one of the videos that blew up for him, that got a lot of views was the homemade shotgun shells. And once it blew up and got going, and then I guess it got taken down. And so even for some of even the bigger creators, at a certain point, they have the same trouble too. And so anyway, so what's your guys' thoughts on this? Would you be thinking about maybe starting another channel or something like that? Other than, the 2A community. or something to do with the 2A stuff. Chad, we'll go ahead and start with you up there, buddy. There he is.
That's kind of why I named my channel Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. So you've always got hobbies. And then when I was 10 years old, my dad sat me down and taught me how to work on lawnmowers. And that was what I done all through high school. I come home, got my homework done. I went outside. I worked in a shop till bedtime. My dad paid me. I bought my first car with the cash that I made working on lawnmowers. And my dad had a shop for 15 years, and his primary job transferred him. So that transfer made him decide to close that shop after 15 years of service. And it was a backyard shop. We built a building out behind the house, and that's what our shop was in. But the last year we was in business, we did $120,000 in revenue out of the backyard. So my dad got out of the lawnmower business, but the lawnmower business has continued to follow me throughout my life. So I have thought about doing some lawnmower repair videos. Little mechanicing on the side.
If anybody's got a weed eater that needs to be worked on, I got Chad's address. Just let me know. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I've been a weed eater or two around the tree before. Like you doggone thing. You started up and ran just fine, earlier. Oh, man. So, how about you, Hasbro?
Well, chatting back and forth a little bit with Cyclops Joe, he's encouraging to separate out topics like that. That's what he thinks works. So you have a separate channel for one topic and a separate one for the other. So kind of like, what's got me thinking is, okay, maybe I roll BB guns off to its own channel, or, maybe flintlocks even off to its own channel. I haven't done that yet, but I got a lot to do on that. And I don't know. I've thought about it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like Chad. It's like my channel's about what I enjoy. And if you enjoy it, you can watch it. If you don't, well, don't watch it. I just kind of have fun. And that's kind of what the channel's about. So.
For sure. And yeah, Bubba, I did hear Tom McDonald's new song. That is a good song and a good video, buddy. No doubt about that. So, how about you, Jamie?
I've been thinking about that. And, my channel hadn't grown very much, doing the gun stuff. And I'm not monetized, and I don't have enough subscribers to be. And I don't make videos to earn money or make money anyway. So, my last video, for example, it's been up several days. It ain't got 100 views on it last time I checked. But me and my son was in that video with me, and we kind of have interest in trucks. And he's getting a truck, and I've got that old 77 square body Chevy. So when I get retired, man, I might do some of that. And we'll probably get out there and fool with it, tomorrow. He's off this weekend. So, we might get out there and see if we can just do it ain't ran in a few months. It cranks and drives. It's just got a lot of rust on it and stuff like that. So, maybe we start a channel doing stuff like that. There's a lot of car mechanic. Like two of my favorite videos to watch while I'm at work, two channels I like to watch is Puddin's Fab Shop and
Puddin.
Y'all like Puddin?
Oh, yeah. Subscribe, damn it.
I thought you watched Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. So.
Well, it's just something that I can put on and not have to fool with getting up and going change it, picking out another video while I'm at work. And
So what you're saying is, if I make longer videos, you'll watch them.
sure, let's go with that.
Oh man, and Boomstick has a deal about channel he's wanting to start.
Just got a waterproof camera.
I told him it should be called Boom in the Bathtub.
Yeah, there you go.
You better
Bubbles.
break the bubbles too.
Yeah, don't break the bubbles.
Foxtrot says, if I thought my face wouldn't break the camera, I might start a channel. Hey, he surely can't be any uglier than the rest of us, buddy.
Look around the panel, dude. Come on.
Yeah. None of us are on GQ, GQ magazine.
Talk about yourself, man. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've thought about motorcycles too, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
maybe I can get Jay up here and we can kind of do a wheel run on my old truck this weekend. We'll see.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, and also there's a lot of channels out there that all different kinds of content. Even firearms that people don't show their face. I mean, Ron Wayne's, one of them. So, yeah, some people don't want to, don't want to, be exposed, and so. But yeah, all right. So, how about you, Gary?
Well, I'm just as ugly as everybody else. That's why I leave my camera turned off half the time. So people don't have to deal with that. But now I'll turn it back on here. I have thought about starting up a couple different channels, but one I took a look at today. I've and I know I've mentioned it before, I follow a couple of these music channels where they take people who never listened to rock and roll and they listen to rock and roll songs for the first time and do their
That's pretty
reactions.
entertaining.
So I thought about starting up a channel. I'm seriously thinking about this. In fact, I've already started working on it to where I am going to record my reactions to some of the music from today, and my daughter's going to pick out the music. Because I've never listened to any of this Taylor Swift crap or anything else.
My
But
goodness.
This is gonna be great.
perhaps I'm going to go on video and listen to some of that stuff, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it, or whoever cares to watch. And you never know. I might like it. But it's like, okay, I can do that. There's a lot of music I haven't listened to, and anything that's come out much since probably 2000, 2005, I couldn't really tell you much about it. I always have classic rock on in my vehicle pretty much all the time. So it's time to expand my horizons. And so, yeah, I've got a channel in the plans and everything else. My daughter's already gave me the first song to work on. It's going to be awful, but
I hope it's Justin Bieber.
No, I forget who she said. It was somebody. God, what was the name? I'd never heard
Sabrina
of this person.
Carpenter.
No, she said. I'm trying to find it here. She told me.
Chappelle Rowan.
Yes.
Chapel Rowan.
Yes. That's who it is.
No
Well, I
doubt.
Something called the Pink Pony
Girl.
Club.
The Pink Pony Girl.
Pink Pony Club.
Or is it Pink Pony Club?
Yeah.
See, I don't know it for sure, but I have a
So,
16-year-old girl, so
That's going to
why.
be my first song I'm going to review. So
Moon Dog has the best chance of knowing any of that kind of music in this whole group.
he's a lot younger than I am too. I mean, I could probably be his father. So
Yeah, son.
Who knows? You might be.
well, I don't know about that. You can always get your DNA check. We'll see. But nah, yeah, that's what I got going on. So.
Yeah. Since my kids moved out, I mean, I have to admit, we actually had to take them to some, concerts, Jonas Brothers, stuff like that back in the day. And, but also a few people's also jumped in here. I want to say howdy to. We got Joe VQ out there. Hey, buddy, how you doing? And we also got Bench Rest Marksman. Hey, buddy.
How's it going,
They
Mike?
jumped in recently, and I just wanted to say howdy to him.
Hey, Alan. Hey,
So-
you talked about concerts like that. My ears, I'm pretty well deaf on one right ear, but I'm pretty sure it's from a concert that my brother-in-law bought Christmas tickets to, and I had to take my daughter, a 10-year-old, to a Backstreet Boys concert with 50,000 of her friends screaming.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's a date stamp, though.
Yeah. Spice Girls. I mean, there's so many of them back in the day. It's like, oh my goodness.
Hanson. You remember Hanson?
Yeah, NSYNC, definitely. My goodness. Yeah. So anyway, how about you, Moondog? You actually do have a couple other channels. So
Yeah, to Hasbro's point, I was advised early on to split some of my content on my channel and split that onto other channels. And my channel actually started. I was reviewing some of the stuff that I would buy when I was back into airsoft back in the earlier 2000s. I think technically I'd started the channel in 2009 and was posting airsoft product reviews back then, but I hadn't posted up videos in like about 7 or 8 years when I started during the pandemic. I didn't have anything else to do, so I started posting up videos again. Hey, Bubba. Welcome.
hey, Bubba.
Glad you could join us. So yeah, to your point, I had been advised to start to take off the airsoft, and I was also reviewing just random stuff I'd buy on Amazon during the pandemic and posting up reviews of plastic bowls and gadgets and stuff. And I was told that people who are into watching the gun videos and ammo testing that I was doing wouldn't be interested in a plastic bowl from Amazon, which is probably true. So anyway, that's the reason I started Moondog Reviews as another channel, and I was able to get that monetized. But it's like I've got like 3,000 subscribers versus the 30,000 on Moondog 2A, so it's like a huge difference in terms of interest. But it's also why I started the travel channel Moondog Go, which like Jamie, it's still too small. It doesn't have enough subscribers to monetize yet. And even if I did, it would still need, I forget now, is it 4,000 watch hours or 40,000 watch hours? So I was looking at the charts. It's still not even halfway there. So even if I had enough subscribers, I wouldn't have enough watch time on that. So it's a as the gamers would say, it's a grind to get monetized on YouTube. And even then, it's not super rewarding. It's not. I wouldn't quit your day job, so to speak, is what I would say. I think I figured it out. It's something like a quarter of a cent per view is what you get. So if you get 100 views, and some of my earliest videos and on my other channels have less than 50 views. So yeah, you're not going to be making enough money on YouTube.
Rolling in the dough. Huh?
Yeah. So it's different for like Demolition Ranch or some of the bigger channels that has millions and millions of subscribers. Yeah. Even if you're getting a tiny little bit to the point, you don't you're making enough money even just from the older videos that you really don't have to create new videos. And I guess getting back to our earlier conversation for a little bit, I can see now, based on everybody else's comment, if he spends a week working on a video, that's really going to be so incremental in terms of adding extra earnings to whatever he gets from YouTube, that it's almost not worth his time. He should just, retire and just live off of his back catalog. That makes much more sense to me. So I wish I could be in that position, but yeah, and it's kind of disheartening. And I forgot who mentioned it, that the kind of backlash, and who knows, maybe he got death threats because of that T-shirt, that controversy after Trump got shot. And it's almost like the kind of hoops we have to jump through when we do post up content. I get half the time the videos that I post will get yellow flagged by some numbskull on who's reviewing it on YouTube, the human reviewer, as to whether or not it passes muster in terms of the many rules that they have about gun related content. And some of the rules are not all that clear. If like one of them is that you can't post videos of gun modification. Well, what exactly is gun modification? Because I swear I've posted up reviews of me putting on a bipod onto a rifle, and then it was dinged as a gun modification. It's a bipod. Or yeah. I've had that on a scope, and it's like, come on, that's not a gun. It's not a legal gun modification. It's not really a gun modification. So anyway, it's kind of disheartening when you do get those dings, because that just means that for sure that they're not going to show your video to very many people, and so all that effort you put into it doesn't count for anything. So if you get that too often, especially when you're starting a new channel, it's very disheartening, and it kind of takes out all of the fun and want to do any new content. So yeah, if I had to do it over again, I don't know if I want to do a channel on guns. I think to Gary's point, I would have loved to do a reaction video. I mean, I've seen some of those reaction videos on YouTube. They're getting millions of views for some guy just going, I can't believe I tell my kids all the time, I'm doing the wrong thing. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not getting millions of views?
Well, but see, some of those can't get monetized because of the copyright of the song.
That too. It's like, I wonder how. I guess they're just getting it for the views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure.
Yeah, you can't even put up like 10 seconds of a popular song without it also getting dinged for copyright. And all of the way that YouTube rules are, if it does get dinged for copyright, and if you say, okay, you don't have a license to use that, well, all of the money that would be going from the ads that get played on your video to you reacting to a song actually goes to the music publisher and not you for all of that effort.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know if that is if that's true for gaming though, and that's the other thing. I think I would have, if I had to do it over again, I might do a gaming channel, because I mean, all those people who do let's play videos, that looks like a lot of fun. And I stopped playing video games because I ran out of time, because I'm doing all of the gun editing videos and stuff, so I don't have time to play games.
All right. Good stuff, buddy. And also, we got a few other people jump in out there. We got Ronald Eastman. We got Mike of Mini Mikes. We had Del Pogue jump in. And I hope I hadn't missed anybody else. And there was a comment. See, I think it was a couple times here. A few people said this. Most new YouTubers aren't making money off AdSense views, doing off advertising products and links where they get percentages of or affiliates. And I do know there was one guy that has a YouTube channel, and he has like some of these bigger creators on. That's like, a lot of different, junior, different places, one might be finance, one might be beauty, or something like that. And he always has an easel out there with a whiteboard, and he has a circle in it, and he's got a couple different markers there. And as he's interviewing them and talking, they're like, okay, now from the money that you bring in, draw like a piece of pie how much money you make off AdSense. And then, how much money do you make off of like working with companies and all this and that. And most usually AdSense is the very smallest piece of their pie where they make their money. And so
I know some big YouTubers who do say that they make way more money off of their affiliate commissions than the YouTube videos. But I have Amazon and other affiliates and affiliate links, and I can tell you for sure I am not making more money on the affiliate links than YouTube. So I don't know what they're doing that I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, and it kind of depends. That's one thing with the gun deal, being 2A. If you're selling makeup, you can put the link directly to it.
Yeah, you can't do that on
with
2A
2A stuff. You can't. So that's another kind of, ranch in the monkey ranch in the whole deal. So, how about you, Mark?
I just got one channel on YouTube, and it's my name. I made that 3 years ago just to show things, family on the other side of the state. I have no idea why people are watching what I put out. I have no idea why I have the number of subscribers that I do. It's not a huge number, but it's just, it's been a lot of fun. I'm just showing what I'm making. I'm showing what my son and I do. I'm showing, stuff that I think might be interesting from my day. And it's just been great. I do have a Rumble channel, and I put that up there for some of the stuff that YouTube won't let us show. And I should, if I was smart, I should take all my YouTube stuff and put it over there in case someday they get offended at any of the things I've posted in the past. Because, there's probably some stuff out there that they won't like. I've had 1 or 2 strikes, and at least one of them I got reversed. It was just kind of lucky. So, yeah, I'm just riding this thing out, having fun, doing what I do, hanging out with my buddies on Friday and Saturday nights. So I'm not really worried about it at all. I'm definitely not making any money on it. I'm not monetized. I don't care to be. And, that's just what I'm doing.
It's because you're a genuine person, Mark. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why
definitely.
People watch you, brother.
Well, appreciate that.
I think Mark and I should do a beard channel.
Yeah, I watch that.
Beard care. Yeah.
You're never going to get anything from me that's not. I'm not going to put anything up fake. I'm not going to put anything up sensational. That's just. I'm just being me.
You could make a beard channel and use me as an example. Like, this is what you don't want to be. Poor fat guy tried to grow a beard and can't grow one for nothing. So he just goes to chops.
Well, I would just watch it for the vicariousness because I can't grow much facial hair at all.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm kind of tired. It's been a good day. I got to go for a great motorcycle ride. We had 80 degrees here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow. That's warm.
Yep. I brought myself home a new firearm to add to the family, and awesome. Watched my son play in the orchestra for the musical tonight. So my day's complete. I'm going to go ahead and check out, say goodnight. Everybody else have a good night. Take care.
Hey, Mark, please tell me your new firearm was a Barrett 50 cal hanging off the back of that motorcycle.
No.
I can imagine it.
Contender.
Good to see you, Mark.
I'll say I probably look funny with that 50 BMG Barrett on your back riding down through there on a motorcycle.
Yeah, sure.
It looks like a Dragon's Man bike. You guys know him.
We're going to see him with a Davy Crockett. That's what we're going to see.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Let's see you, Mark.
See you, Mark.
And also, I want to welcome Ron Wayne. He just jumped in just a few minutes ago. Say howdy to him. So, Bubba, good to see you tonight, buddy. So, what's your opinion on this? And then we're going to get to the giveaway. And if you're not entering the giveaway, make sure you put in hashtag HPN123. You get entered in the giveaway tonight. And we're going to do that right after Bubba.
As far as multiple channels, but when I thought I'd have time for it, I was going to do a music channel and the gaming channel. I don't think there's anything wrong with having extra channels, just because YouTube likes to kind of screw us over on a lot of things. I mean, their house, their rules, but still, like, it just seems kind of disingenuous to roll back what you thought before or what you said before, and then make new rules based on that. And it's just like, yeah. But yeah, no, I have no problem with like starting another channel. Like the gaming one probably would be the easiest one for me, because I could do let's plays like crazy, and and a lot of things with those type of channels, there's the fair use policy. If you're over top of it, you're not actually showing the entire thing. That's the fair use policy. So I don't know how copyright strikes go on that, but it's whatever. I'm stuck here at work though, so you're probably not going to hear too much from me. But I wanted to jump in and say hi to you guys.
Awesome. Good stuff, buddy. Well, I've been thinking about this too, and I think if if I'm going to do another channel or whatever, there's a lot of stuff I like doing. And of course, that's one reason I have the gun channel, because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy going out and making videos. I enjoy entertaining people and stuff like that. So anyway, I think it'd be along with something that you enjoy doing. And so with me retiring from excavating, selling my business and stuff, I kind of just farmed a little bit here, for a few years. Got kind of bored. I opened up a restaurant, and I enjoyed that. And so maybe I might would do a cooking channel or something. Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of good cooking, native here in these hills and stuff. A lot of really great old recipes, stuff like that. So that might be something I'd want to share. I don't know. But
Squirrel stew,
The
maybe.
Crunchy Critter channel.
yeah, how to cook possum and make it tender. Oh man. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do the giveaway. We're running about 10 minutes late on that, so let's get that brought up so everybody can get entered in that. So this is the hashtag HBN123. And so this will be the last night that, at least for a while, that we're going to be giving away the skinny pink purple knife. So some people call it pink, some call it purple, some call it lavender. I mean, but anyway, so next month we're going to switch to a different color knife. And now if the members, the VIPs over on our members channel, when we have our VIP chat, the paid members over there, they get to choose what color they want. So, it'd still be available over there. But as far as Guns, Beer, and Therapy, we're going to be retiring that color at least for a while. So anyway, this will be for the pink, purple, rose gold, whatever color you want to call it, skinny knife. And so anyway, make sure y'all get your hashtags in there. We'll give everybody just a few seconds more, and we'll give this baby a spin. Alrighty. So we have 32 entries out there in the giveaway, and we have like 40 some watching. So make sure you hurry up and get your hashtag in there if you would like to get entered tonight. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Hopefully we give everybody a good enough amount of time to get their hashtag in. So with somebody on the side or on the panel, like to count us down, we'll get this thing a spin.
3, 2, 1.
All right, round and round she goes. Where it stops, Gary only knows.
Cayman Jack.
Cayman Jack.
Hey, congratulations.
So, one thing, you do have to be here live. So, Cayman Jack, please say something out there in the side chat so we know you're here. We'll give you just a little bit reply out there on the side chat, and hopefully you're here. And hopefully you don't live in some other country.
There we go.
There he is. All right. He says, woo, thank you. Awesome. So, Jack, down on the banner that's scrolling across the bottom, you'll see down there my email. It is AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. And so email me, and if you're with the name and address that you want to send to. Now, if your name's different than Cayman Jack, go ahead and include, hey, this is Cayman Jack, but here's my name and address I want to send to. That way I know, who's who, because believe it or not, sometimes I get emails that just say, hey, I want a knife, and, here's my address. And there's been a few of them that has not been legit. So I would say they watched this show or something and like, oh, I'm going to see if he'll send me a knife. And so anyway, so yeah, include your screen name and then the name and address you'd want that sent to, buddy. And I'll be sending you out the skinny pink / purple knife. So congratulations. All right, let me get this off the screen. And I know we might have time for one more topic. We'll see here real quick, but I know Jamie and probably Moondog, I know you guys probably need to get out of here.
Yeah, Jamie and I have church tomorrow, and I'm about 40 minutes late for putting antibiotic drops in my eyes. So, yeah, I'm going to have to bow out. Jamie, do you want to go first or shall I?
I'll go first if
All
that's
right.
all right with y'all. Think Hasbro's going to be at church tomorrow, too. I doubt Cayman Jack's real name is Cayman Jack. I mean,
you never know.
Too cool.
His mother may have named him Cayman Jack Smith or whatever. Anyway, congratulations, dude. You'll love those knives. They're awesome. But thank y'all for putting up with me. The pollen was terrible again. So y'all check us out on Friday nights at 8:00 Eastern on Georgia Shooting Connection channel. And hopefully we'll get a video up for you guys in the next day or two. So thank y'all for having me, and I'll see you next week.
God bless, Jamie.
Awesome.
Hi, Jamie.
Good night, guys.
Well, good night, buddy. Thanks a lot. And yeah, so real quick, I want to address something. And yeah, I do go to church on Sunday, but I don't go to bed as early as some of these folks. And so right here, Foxtrot 69 says, how do we join the VIP channel? Buddy, on any of my videos, including this one, I assume, right below the video where there's a thumbs up, all that stuff, there should be basically a button that says join. So you click on that, and you don't join right then. You'll click on that, and it'll take you over, and it'll show you basically the price and stuff like that, and then you can join from there. But yeah, just because you click on that button that says join, don't mean it automatically makes you join. So anyway, appreciate that. I hope you do join us. We do have a live VIP chat every Tuesday night. and that's at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. So anyway, we try to have a good time, and we always do a great giveaway there too. So anyway, Moondog, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, I'm going to be giving away this prize here, which is the multi-cell 240 watt travel
Nice.
charger, which I used at SHOT Show. Well, not this particular one. You're going to get a new one, but Multicell sent me this to test out, and this definitely passed the test in terms of both powering up my laptop while I was there and powering up just about my entire crew's phones and my kids' devices. So it's got 8 ports, and I'm going to be giving that away on my live stream this Wednesday. And I'm just going to post up the link to qualify for the entry. It's free. You just have to subscribe to my travel channel, Moondog Go, and I just posted up a link to that in the side chat. So as I was mentioning earlier, that's the one channel I still don't have enough of the minimum subscribers to actually start monetizing now. I also need to get more views on that channel. But, every little bit helps. So if you subscribe to that channel and send me a screenshot that you have, you'll be entered into the drawing this. And the deadline is the end of this month. So I'll be drawing the winner live on the Wednesday live stream. And that's on all of my channels. Actually, I'll be restreaming into all the channels, but that is from 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Central. So if you want to see who wins, and you don't have to be present to win, as long as you go to that link on my website, you can just fill in your name and address, and you'll be notified if you do win. But at least you'll be able to see if you did win live this Wednesday.
I love that channel, by the way, Moondog.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoy watching all the stuff where I used to drive, and I think it's cool. So.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be posting up a few more things from my trip to New York, as well as a few more. I've got another drive. One of the last videos that driving videos I shot of the drive along the Pacific on there's a coastal road in San Francisco, and they just voted to close down that road.
Oh no!
The Great Highway, and it's caused a big kerfuffle here in San Francisco because of it just barely passed in the last election, and they did a breakdown of the votes, and most of the votes to close it came from people the farthest away from that road. So all the locals who use that road, which has very few stoplights, because it's just a sort of you drive along it right by the ocean and you have a great view, but they don't have too many stops, and there's no cross streets for 2 miles. And it's a very fast way for the locals to get from one end of that district to the other. But now that's totally closed, and they're closing it to allow more pedestrians and people to walk along that road. Never mind that there's actually a walking path next to the road. So right. I don't know why they need to close down the road. But anyway, so I have one of the last drives along that road. So you won't be able to drive along and see any more new videos of that drive. But I'll be posting that up soon. Anyway, thank you very much for letting me join you guys. Sorry if I started bitching and moaning about YouTube too much tonight. But I don't want to discourage anybody out there who wants to start their channel, even if it's about 2A. Go ahead and try it. But I think, yeah, for me, I might, who knows, I might actually do another channel on some other topics, because it is getting a little bit harder to do firearms related stuff nowadays. Anyway, like I said, I got to put some drops in my eyes, but you guys stay safe and avoid the pink eye, unlike me. All right, gentlemen, have a good the rest of the weekend, and hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday.
Hi, buddy.
Well, good to have you here, buddy. I always appreciate you, and you have a great weekend. Hopefully those eyes get better, buddy.
I hope so too. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
We'll see you. And real quick here, I want to shout out. Michael Dunn is out there, and say hi to him. He's been a member for 16 months. And then Foxtrot 69 just become a new VIP member. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And so, how about you, Hasbro? What do
Well,
you got coming up, buddy?
We're going to have a video coming out Tuesday. I don't have one before then. You know, you're one of the few people who know about that, so we're having the interesting time with those. I spent a little time at the range today before dealing with family issues, and so it's good to get you away a little bit. And I'm going to be working on a lot more powder burning. I'm still going to do some of the BB pellet gun stuff, but I'm starting to get into the season now where I can get outside and make stuff burn, and having fun with that. So I think actually now I got my range set up, I'm going to literally start breaking out the flintlocks and the muzzleloaders and shooting them there. Because 50 yards is plenty for that kind of work. So anyway, going to have a little bit of fun doing that.
Awesome. Well, always,
bro, you missed
always good to
the
see you,
great
buddy.
show last
Always.
night. You missed the perfect opportunity to talk about your new bench on the live feed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Justin said. Hasbro should have been here. He's got that new bench to talk about.
I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. So
That's good. That's a good looking bench.
it's
Yeah,
heavy,
it is.
so it doesn't move, you know. So
You betcha. Well, thanks so much for being here, buddy. Appreciate you as always. And everybody go over and check out Hasbro's channel and do yourself a favor, subscribe, same as Moondog and JH586. They'd already jumped off here, but thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate
all right,
you
night,
very
everybody.
much.
See ya.
Good night. And we got Misty Wayne out there. Member for 15 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, girl. So we are getting close to the top of the hour, so we'll just go ahead and go on around the room and let everybody plug whatever they got coming up. So Bubba, we'll jump back down to you and just go around the room. So I'm hoping you got some more good to bad to Bubba coming up.
I had planned on doing a good, the bad, and the Bubba this Sunday. I was planned on it last Sunday, but daggone internet wasn't working. They didn't get out to fix it until Wednesday. They told me they was going to come in Monday. They said, yeah, we can't. I was like, you told me Monday. You told me Monday. So I had to eat crow because I said there was going to be one Monday after saying there wasn't one Sunday. I was like, God, this sucks. But yeah, there should be one tomorrow, right around 2 or 3 Eastern, 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern. So should be one. Like I said, I'm stuck at work here now, so I don't know how late it's going to be when I finally wake up. But yeah, we got that going on, and I don't know of anything else coming up. I might be doing a breakdown video on something I might be getting here soon, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all I got coming up.
Awesome. Well, buddy, hopefully you can get back to where you can start doing that. Really enjoy watching your content, no doubt about that. And hopefully you can hang around on the after chat here. I got something I was wanting to tell you. So anyway.
Okay.
And also out there on the side chat, we got Ron 2A Matters. He started putting content out on his channel, so go over and check that out. And that goes for everybody out there in the side chat. If you want to plug your channel or something, make sure you go ahead and put it out there. We'd be happy to highlight it so everybody can go over and check it out. So go over and check out Ron's channel. Gary, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Well, first thing I got to do is turn my camera on. Secondly, George is up here, so
All right, hey George.
I got some knife videos that I put out this past week, so thanks to everybody who's watched those. If you haven't, I got 2 new Civivi knives and a sand cut that were released 2 days ago that are live on my channel. So take a look at those. There's some pretty nice ones out there. Yeah, Bubba. I know. And I'm not sorry, by the way. But yeah, I've got a new flashlight from Sofern that I've got to review. I just got it yesterday, so got a couple more reviews to do and stuff like that. Plus, Foul Territory every Monday evening, 9 p.m. Central. That's our weekly live stream for everyone. And then Wednesday night for my channel members, a members only chat. That is at 8:30 p.m. My channel members get a chance each week to win one of the pocket knives that I've reviewed. So if you're interested in that, look into joining my channel. Otherwise, thanks for having me as always.
Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Always appreciate that. You guys go and check out Bubba Triclops Ballistics and also Gizzy Gary. And Mike and Minnie Mike's out there says, I was at the range this morning. A big old turkey flew in and started strutting around the targets. He didn't realize he's won't be soon. He will be the target. All righty. So how about you, Chad? What you got coming up, buddy?
Man, not this weekend, but next weekend, turkey season comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So we had another Let's Talk Pinterest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies live last night, and that went really well. That was our 4th episode, and we're going to continue going with that Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So come on over and join us. We talk about a lot of things of interest, and we're just trying to pick one topic at a time and go around the room and share everybody's thoughts and opinions and experiences. And so far, it's been a good turnout. I did get a video made today that will probably release Tuesday. And tomorrow, I have another competition at my local range, and some of the guys that I shoot with are wanting to either show up early or come in or stay late and shoot a challenge target or two for our friend Elijah. And if you haven't saw the news, I don't know if his video is actually posted up yet. He shared it with me in an email. It may not be live on YouTube, but it's coming. But the big guy is back in action, and he's got a new challenge for us. We're going to be shooting 2-inch pasties at 100 yards, and go check out dayattherange.com and support him. He's been down for about 5 weeks now, had to have a surgery, but he has been released by the doctor, and I saw my first video of him in 5 weeks, and that was refreshing. He's back in action, and he made it a point to tell us in that video that he's still coming to Kentucky. So he's still coming down to shoot with me, and I look forward to that, and hopefully we can get some good content out of that together. But yeah, check out Day at the Range over there and give that guy some support if you haven't already. And check out Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And thank you guys. Awesome show tonight.
Good stuff, buddy. Thank you for being here. And yes, go check out Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And Elijah over at Day at the Range. And Misty said out here, got a video of awesome nice on one from Giz on my channel. And next is going to be the complete collection of Hillbilly knives. All right. And here's Misty's link out here for her channel. So go check that out. And Gizzard says, and don't forget to check out Misty's best friend. And that is Miniway. And so, yeah, go check them out. A lot of great content. People on this channel, on the side chat, this whole community. They're just great people. I'm so happy to be a part of it. And I look forward to, being with you guys all the time. I mean, every, live show and, just comments and everything. it's just great to be a part of this, community. And also want to shout out the VIPs. I want to thank you all so much. The giveaways that we do here on this channel, the skinny knives, they do come from the income of the membership. So every time somebody wins a skinny knife, the VIPs are making your day better. So anyway, I sure appreciate them, and they mean so much to me and Ames. And we always look forward also to our VIP chat on Tuesday nights. So anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. We all got videos coming out and live streams. So, make sure you find, the channels that you like. Make sure you hit that little bell icon so you're alerted. And hopefully YouTube will get you alerted for, when the videos come out. So anyway, we appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to leave you all with this tonight. Remember, God, family, country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you all again.